All right, here we go. Happy Mother's Day. Sunday dinner, all rolled up into one. What we've got here is it's not a rib roast, it is a ribeye roast, which is basically if you got one of these and you just cut it, that would be your ribeye steaks. A lot of people will take this, they'll buy it and just cut out the ribeyes. They'll take the bone. When you get it from the butcher, a lot of times they'll cut this. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pack this full of garlic and my special rub. It's not really special, it's just Google it. This is mustard as a binder, and then we take some Worcestershire sauce or W sauce and a little seasoning. I like to use the blend. It's gonna go on the Traeger. Traeger likes you to use their stuff, obviously. Their everything rub or anything rub is what I'm going to use. And then what we're going to do, we're going to get this thing all tied up, put back together, and then add some thyme to it. But take it, get every crook, crevice, everything, and then it's going to sit right on the grate. And this thing's going to cook at about 225 for 30 minutes for every half pound. They would like you to cut this fat cap off. I kind of like it, so I leave the gristle on, and I will end up scoring this and then packing it full of dry rub as well. With everything I do, I got to wash my hands about 15 times and go from there. You can keep recording. I'll just edit it as I need to. Hold on a minute. So I bought some fresh thyme. I thought it would be fresher. We'll have to kind of pick through it. But I will be putting a bunch of this on the inside. I like this because I can put it in my garden when I'm done. Put that in there. We're going to take some butcher's twine, and we'll wrap it up, tie it up, and then that will go on the grill with some thyme on top of it. Again, it's for about 15 minutes. We're going to cook it at 500, and then we're going to turn the temperature down to 225. And it's like I said, it's about a half hour for every pound. So, meter probe, it's a must. And then go from there. The nice thing about the meter probe is you can get 1, 2, 3, or 4 of them or more, and your app will sync up to all of them, and then it'll track different portions of the meat. Again, 225. And a half hour for every pound. And I'll put the recipe in the description. Give me a like and follow, all the regular stuff, and we go from there. Let me show you what we got. So, this is about 8.5 pounds. What we did is I'm going to put it on for about 15 minutes at 500, and then I'll turn it down to 225. And at that, I'll cook it for a half hour for every pound. To season it, I used mustard, about 4 tablespoons, and then some Worcestershire sauce, W sauce, and about a tablespoon of that. And then I use Kinder's the blend, and as a rub, I use the Traeger everything rub. Wrapped it up, put some thyme in there, put some garlic cloves in there, and I'll put the recipe in the description. But this is going to take about 5 to 6 hours to cook, and we'll go from there. I know it's a half hour for every pound, but yeah, it always goes longer than I anticipated. And again, like always, and I'm going to show you. Oh, make sure you got pellets, which I have another bag. Oops. Have a good one. So, it's been cooking for about 2.5 hours, and I will show you. pretty good. I think I'm going to pull it out, cover it, put it back in. Hope that's right. Let you know. So I really like this style of pan because of this rack. It's and also gloves. But this is great because you can put it on the rack, put it in the smoker, lay it in there just like that, pull it out, put it in the pan, and now you've only had to transfer it once. Just coming along, I'll show you my meter probe and where we're at with that. Everything's going to be in the description. Meter probe, all the tools I use, smoker, pellets, all of it, seasoning. Have a look. Okay, so I just tinted it. I put it in. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So really, it looks like a casserole. It's a meat casserole, right? Here's the thing. When I put it in there, I did spritz it, and then I also put a little apple juice in the bottom, just to add some extra moisture. One of the problems is I don't want it to dry out, so tint it, keep the moisture in, and then another downside is with the meter probe and the aluminum foil, sometimes you will not get connections, so you have to poke a hole, so which also lets moisture out, so you just got to pay attention. You can always add more moisture. I keep a little squirt bottle, and yeah, just go to town with it, keep an eye on it. The downside with smoking anything or any kind of a meat is you got to maintain it. You got to tend to it, right? So just keep an eye on it. In the end, I'm sure it'll be just fine. Okay, here we go. Just brought it in. Let's take a look. So it's still warm. It's been sitting for about 15-20 minutes. Oh, look at that. I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. To me, that looks perfect. So my wife does not like red, so this is a nice jump between the two. And to be honest, I wish you had smell-o-vision because it's freaking awesome. I didn't get it on sale, so I was really nervous I was gonna wreck it. But here we go. Sunday dinner. Happy Mother's Day. Here you go, babe.